Hello everyone, this is Dean with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and I have the pleasure this week to bring you our Rogue Deck of the Week showcase. So this week, we are going to highlight Oinkologne EX. That's right, everyone's favorite Pokemon Lechonk has an evolution, goes into Oinkologne, and this is a Stage 1 EX Pokemon, 260 HP, colorless, and has 2 attacks here. The first one for Maddening Scent, 10 plus, this attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And the second attack is Heavy Stomp for 3 colorless energy, 210. You flip a coin, if tails, during your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. So the story behind how this deck came to be, if you remember from last week's episode, Devin and I made some statements, some claims. We really wish we could see more diversity in the local meta. Typically when you go to these local tournaments, a challenge or a cup level, it almost resembles what a regional would look like. And then back in the day, it used to be you play those wacky decks, you have fun, and you can actually win a tournament with the wacky decks. So I gave myself a challenge. I am not going to be playing a meta deck or even a deck that has made a graphic during this season's regional. So I wanted to give myself a challenge to create something unique, something different. And one of the decks that came in mind was Oinkologne. I built this a little bit ago when it first came out last year, and I had actually had a really fun time with this. And since then we got some new partners for the deck, some different cards that I think made it a little better. So just a quick overview of the deck, and we'll give you a copy of the deck list right here. We do a 4-4 line of the Lechonk Oinkologne EX. Lechonk, I went with a 70 HP Lechonk because a Dragapult is a thing. So I just wanted to make sure it can last at least one turn. You can probably get away with a 60 HP if you don't think wherever you're playing is very Dragapult heavy. But I like to play cautious, and you just need the basic version to evolve to the Oinkologne EX. You pair it with a 2-2 line of Bidoof and Bibarel for draw, and I always like playing it with the Skwovet. Having a board with Bibarel and Skwovet helps you go through your deck so much where you don't even need the Serendipity EX, because as you can tell, I don't play that in this list. The only other Pokemon left is one Radiant Charizard for the end game. I want to make sure I can close out some games with the 250 Combustion Blast, and then the Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX. Same thing. It's an easy, heavy hitter for the late game scenario, especially if you only have they have 1 or 2 prize cards remaining, because the season skill ability decreases your colorless attack cost for Bloodmoon. So that is the Pokemon. Very straightforward on the Pokemon strategy. You just want to get Oinkologne set up, 1, preferably 2 of the Bibarels with the Skwovet, and just go through your deck. And you really want to use the Maddening Scent as your main attacker, because it only costs 1 energy to attack, and you play multiple different types of energies in this list. You play double triple energy, colorless, helps you accelerate for your second attack if you need it. Gift Energy helps you draw once you get knocked out. Jet Energy to promote the Oinkologne into the active if you need to. And I put a V-Guard Energy in. This is mainly for Lugia and Regidrago, since those are still prevalent. It will decrease their attack by 30, which can make or break them knocking you out. Because as I mentioned before, you have 260 HP. If they can hit that, you're done. This can help you at least survive a hit because we're all about tanking. And then I play a couple Fire Energy for the Charizard. As I mentioned before, we're about tanking. So our tools for this deck is I play the Heroescape for the A spec. And then I play Rigid Band because it is a stage 1 Pokemon. So as you remember, EX is different from V-Star because V-Star isn't called a stage 1 Pokemon, they're V-Star Pokemon. Versus when we introduced the EX mechanic with Scarlet and Violet, they reclassified those, even an EX Pokemon, as a stage 1. So you can attach this Rigid Band and you take 30 less damage from your Pokemon's attacks. So we're all about trying to absorb damage without getting knocked out, and then healing it off with Cheren's Care. So what this does is put one of your colorless Pokemon that has any damage counters on it and all attached cards into your hand. So we're just trying to do a loop here. So set up the Oinkologne, absorb 1 or 2 hits, Cheren Carrot back into your hand, and promote the other Oinkologne or Lechonk, evolve, put the tools back on, and you're trying to recycle this as much as you can. And we do play 2 Pal Pads, so theoretically you can do 7 Cheren's Care in one game. However, you may want to save that for like the other supporters. We do play Boss's Orders, Arven to get the tools and cards out, the traditional supporter lineup, research, you go through our deck, and then we play Buddy-Buddy to get our Pokemon in play because most of our basics are 70 HP or less, so it's perfect. Energy Loto just in case if we whiff on the energy. To be honest, this is probably the most cuttable card in this list because you go through your deck like crazy. Heavy Ball just in case if you miss important pieces. Nest Ball, get your basics. Night Stretcher to recycle Pokemon if you need it. So that is the list. Oh, and we also play Ultra Ball, get the EX out. And then I like doing the switch. I originally had 1 in here, I upped it to 2. I had some cases where I started Pokemon like Radiant Charizard or Ursaluna, and I couldn't get those Pokemon out of play. So I added the switch. I had other cards in there, didn't really sync with it, so hopefully this is a good starter list. I enjoy playing this deck. So yeah, let's go and pop up some games on the casual ladder. As I mentioned before, I gave myself a challenge this week. I have a premiere event coming up at my local card store. It is our monthly challenge, and I wanted to show that you can have a good time and do well without playing the meta decks. And I know I'm known to play Cloth a lot, but that's been shown up in heavy numbers. So I wanted to show that I can do something else. So we got the coin flip, we won. So I like to go first in this with this deck because you have to set up. You have to try to get your Lechonks out. You want to try to get like 1 or 2 Bibarels. So we start with Lechonk, perfect. This may be sacrificed depending on what we go against, but we'll see. We have the Heavy Ball, we'll see what's in our prizes, help with prize mapping. Hoot Hoot. Okay, so this could be any number of a Terra deck. Most likely Terrapagos Dusknoir comes to mind, but we've been seeing this a lot with any Terra deck Pokemon. Okay, so let's see what's in our prizes. We'll play the Heavy Ball. So our Radiant Charizard's in there. So we prize 1 Bibarel, 1 Oinkologne, that's good to know, 1 Rigid Band, that's good to know, 1 of the Jet Energies, and Ultra Ball. So we can probably live with this. We are going to only have 1 Bibarel in play unless we get that out on the prize cards. So we'll grab the Radiant Charizard. We'll save that for later. We'll play down Artazon. We'll see what else we can get on the board to help with setup. Let's see. I am going to get a Bibarel or a Bidoof out. That way we can get stuff set up. What do we give up here? Because I want to play that Ultra Ball. gonna play Ultra Ball, get up Energy Loto, because I know we play another one. I'm gonna give up a DTE. We don't really need one so soon, plus we have another one in hand. Let's see. I probably should have waited to play the Ultra Ball, to be honest. But I want to make sure we're good. So I'm actually going to grab the Bibarel for a turn, put some pressure on them. And yeah, I think that's a good turn one there. So we'll see what this player does. Been seeing a lot of the evolution decks, and those are all Terra Pokemon, so I can see a Hoot Noctowl line in that. Okay, Buddy-Buddy. This will help us figure out what they're playing. So, as they go through their deck. So this may be just Terrapagos Duskmar. Fan Rotom, they want to get that first. They're probably going to grab more Hoots, will probably get their Noctowls. Maybe one of the... Actually, I believe is only colorless, right? Yes. So yeah, so Pidgey, Noctowl, and Hoo-Hoo. I kind of suspected that. So yeah, this is a traditional Terrapagos Duskmar. Got to be careful. So something interesting with our list. Area 0 Underdefs. This could actually be beneficial to us because our first attack is based on how much bench Pokemon they have. And if I did the math correctly, it's kind of like playing a pseudo Terrapagos that we can hit 220. So we can, if they promote that, which if they're smart, they won't, we can knock that out, or be at least be close to it. Okay, so we'll evolve our Bidoof to Bibarel. Let's see. I want to play Arven. See what we get. Probably the Rigid Band. We don't have any more. Yeah, that's right. The other Ultra Ball's prized. So let's go get... I like playing Buddy-Buddy here. Let's get our board set up a little better. Because even if we have to sacrifice a Lechonk, that's fine. So we'll get another Lechonk, and we'll get a Skwovet. And start with this loop that we have. So I want to get all this set up. I'm being optimistic here. So Skwovet. They'll shuffle our hand, put on bottom deck, and we'll grab one. Cheren's Care. Cool. We don't need that yet, but that's good to have for now. And let's draw 4 more cards. Hopefully we get Oinkologne or something like that. We don't. We whiff. So, probably should have hold off, but then we wouldn't be able to get what we needed. I can't confuse them, but we know they have that Noctowl in hand, so it doesn't matter. So, not the best start, but right now we have a single prize board state. So we're just going to end our turn. Lechonk's most likely going to get sacrificed. They're going to evolve that Hoot. Noctowl use Jewel Seeker. At least that's what I think. Excuse me. Like I... See, let's see what trainer cards they get from that. So as I said earlier, this Area 0 may be beneficial to us because of the Oinkologne's attack. So let's see what they grab. I wouldn't be surprised if they grab a supporter of some sort. Maybe a rare candy to evolve up the Duskmar. Because they're probably going to go for this Bibarel. If they can knock out that Bibarel, that kind of slows us down. Because our other Bibarel is in the prizes. So what did they grab? Feather Ball and Hisuian Ultra Ball. So they're going to try and get their Pidgeot. Evolve that up. So they probably have a rare candy in hand. So they're getting the Pidgeot. Exactly. And let's see what they do next. If you've been playing the game as often as I do, you kind of see the lines and how common they are. But I want to know what they want in this instance. Do they get a switch to get this Noctowl out of play? Let's see what they grab. Hopefully let's see what they potentially grab, since we can't see the card. But they have to be looking for some sort of switching option, whether it be a Jet Energy, which I'm not sure if this deck plays, but we're on the casual ladder, so who knows. Like I said, switch option. Can't use switch card because that is an evolution Pokemon. So they're going through a deck, they're thinking. So we'll see. But as of now, we have a lot of easy KOs on board, but they are just single prizes. So we need to, okay, so they pass. So we can try and knock this out. Let's go around 2. Artazon. So we can play Artazon and try to get either another Lechonk or maybe try to get that Bibarel and be optimistic. We can also attach energy and do the second attack. So let's see. I like playing Artazon, or hold up. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll probably get the fan. Yeah, let's just play Artazon. They're going to get rid of the fan roam because that's useless at this point. But we'll see what they give up. That's what I thought. Okay. Let's get something else in play. Let's just get this Bidoof. Get it ready. So we're going to Skwovet, Nest Stash, see what the single card is. Radiant Charizard again. We don't need you yet, buddy. A little too early. So we'll get 4 more cards. Okay. We could research because we need to evolve this. We're not getting our EXs and we have 3 in deck. So, we don't really need Buddy-Buddy anymore. We kind of are set up. So, I feel comfortable with researching. We do play a Night Stretcher to get that Radzar back. And there we go. We got our big pig. Put him there. The good thing is, we cannot get one-shot by Trapgos, because they only hit for 220 at most with a DTE. But we need to be mindful of this Duskull. So, let's see. So if I hit now, we'll do 140 because of -20 with the DTE. We got Arven. We got a couple boss's orders for next turn. So let's see. We have options here. I am just going to attack. Yeah, we're going to attack. Do Maddening Scent, knock out this Noctowl, which I know is what they want, but at least we can get a prize card. Okay, let's see what we got. Ultra Ball. So that can help us get set up for the next Oinkologne if that doesn't get knocked out, because they could evolve. They still have options for Noctowl. They still have options with the Quick Search with Pidgeot. So we'll see. Pheasantipity, and they can draw more cards that way too. But that's also an easy KO for us. Or at the very least, we can trap that. Because they only play 4 energies. So unless they play a switch card, or switch, which this list typically is low on, we can trap that and try and get some damage on there. Because unfortunately, we're not one-shotting this trap, because we don't do enough damage. Even if we didn't have the DTE in the deck, the most we're going to do is 190. So we'll see what they do. That doesn't surprise me, but that can help us. We can get closer to we won't be able to one-shot, but we can get close to it. But we can one-shot the Pheasantipity now. So we have a decent amount. If they fill up their board, get the other Oinkologne set up, we could be good. So we'll see what they do. Most likely they're going to knock us out. Yeah, they're going to hit us 130. They're going to two-shot us. So if we get Cheren's Care, we can try to start this loop. Okay. We can either try to go for the Cheren's Care play, which we have a decent chance of that. I'm going to play down another Lechonk. That way we're good. I'm gonna put a Rigid Band on. So we're hitting for 170. We're not knocking anything out yet. I kind of want to try the Cheren's carry because that will definitely slow them down. So let's do that. We're going to Nest Dash and we're going to try our best to get that supporter. Jet Energy. Okay, let's do Incisors. Unfortunately, we did whiff. Oh well. We are ahead in prizes right now. We can get some damage on there. What's in our discard? So yeah. So we can get that Radzar back, or we can wait a little bit. So, trying to think what we want to do here. I am fine with just attacking. Get some damage on the board. They're going to get the revenge, or not revenge knockout, but they're going to knock us out. If we had a Hero Escape on here, we probably would have been safe. But the cool thing with this play is if our hand doesn't change, we can Night Stretcher up the Oinkologne. That way we won't have to try to find it. And then we'll have the Oinkologne ready. We can get a knockout and get down to 3 prize cards. So I want to see what they do. So we do have 130 left. So if they do the Dusclops play, they can knock this out, get 2 prize cards, and get anything else on our board, and do a 3 prize turn. So that's something we need to be mindful. So let's see. So they're Night Stretching. Why are they Night Stretching? I think they got a Noctowl from that. They did. And they're going to evolve and try and get something that they're missing. So let's see. I don't remember they played a supporter for turn. They haven't really done. Yeah, so they got Thornton and Rare Candy. What are they Thorning for? I wonder why they got that. That's interesting. They probably were just thinning. So yeah, so they got the Dusclops. Let's see if they did. Okay, so they're going to probably do the Oinkologne. Oh no, they're taking out the Bibarel. Bad news for us since the other one is still prized, but maybe we can get this. Let's see. Are we lucky? No, we got the other Rigid Band. Sorry about that if something popped. I accidentally touched my microphone, almost fell over. So, this is going to be uphill battle for us, but we are in okay-ish. We do have a way to attack next turn, and we'll get 2 prizes. Okay, never mind. We got Ionode. So let's see. Okay, so we got the Oinkologne at least. So if we top deck an energy, we will be better. We have Arven. I believe we still have a Energy Loto. That's why I play those cards in this list. First instances like this. Okay, so they're attacking us. They'll get 2 prizes. They'll be ahead in the prize trade, but we have an opportunity to go down to 2. So we'll promote the Lechonk with the Rigid Band. Pal Pad. Okay, so we're going to evolve. Is there supporters we want to put back in? Not really. I think we can wait on that. We're going to use Arven and try and get some Energy Lotos. We get 1 and then a tool. I like grabbing the Hero's Cape just to have. Okay, so we're going to play Nest Ball, try to thin. They have 3 prize cards left. Or they took 3. So if we get a DT, we could attack with Ursaluna. I'm going to hold off on that. I don't want to give them that yet, because they can do the whole Dusclops play. It will probably end in a bad time. So let's Energy Loto here. And we got multiple energies. Almost everything was energy. So I'm good with using the V-Guard. I know it's not really useful, but we just need one energy. So we'll attach for turn. Don't want to use Nest Stash here because we'll only get one card and it may not be useful. So we're hitting for 190, which is more than plenty to knock that out. So Maddie and Scent, we're going to get 2 prize cards. Let's see if we can get that Bibarel. We really need that right now. We did not. It's the last 2 prizes. So tough spot. Not unbeatable here. They can get Briar though, but I don't think they can knock us out. Even with using Bloodmoon, I don't think they can knock us out. But what they can do is Thornton, but if they Thornton, they can't Briar then. So I think we're safe for at least one more turn. We have a chance to maybe get at least one more prize card. Winning will be difficult. What we can do potentially, if we're lucky enough, we can probably boss up that Fez and hit with Bloodmoon, and that will give us the win. So we'll see. So Dual Seeker again. They probably play a 4/4 line in this, so we always, that deck will always want to knock Towel because it's a, I would say a quick search at home. Get 2 trainer cards, so you're not getting any card. But in a deck like Trap Ghost or any Terra Pokemon deck, this is a must-have. We were having this conversation with some of the regulars at my shop on Discord, and someone was building a deck that has a Terra Pokemon. We're like, you gotta play at least a 1/1 of Noctowl. That was like no debate. So we'll see. Okay, so they grabbed Thornton for their supporter and Nest Ball. They're going to quick search for something. They can't really Thornton into anything here unless they want to Thornton out the Bloodmoon, which I don't see them doing that. So the Thornton was most likely just a thin. They're just trying to grab resources. I don't play Iono, so their hand is not going anywhere. They are Thorning. Which Pokemon are they choosing though? Because the only 2 options are Fezandipity and Bloodmoon. So they took out the Fez. That's probably a smart move on them because that was an easy 2 prize KO for me. So we'll see what they can do. But now we need to be mindful. We can probably take out that Duskull. That way they can't do their little shenanigans next turn, and they can't Briar. Oh, I forgot, because Fez was in play, they can do that. Who are they? So I'm going down to 1 prize card. Oh, that's game, because they can knock me out. And our last prize card was that Bibarel. Oh well. Cheren. Yeah, they're just showboating here. They have game. They can hit me for knockout. Yeah, they're just ensuring they got the damage. So even if I play Hero's Cape, I'm not sure if I could prevent this. They're just, yeah, they're going for the whole shebang here. They got it. I'm not going to concede. I'm going to let them get the win. But we got it close. We got down to 1 prize card. Oh, no. That's not game. That is not game. So let's promote Lechonk. I forgot they only had 3 prize cards left. That is on me. So we will evolve. Let's see, what do we want to do here? If we can get a boss, we can win. And we have not used a single boss, but this is risky. This is very risky. So we're gonna thin. So Bibarel, last prize card, would have been nice to have. We are hitting for 190. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's with the damage reduction on here. We're gonna put Hero's Cape on. I'm not sure if that will do anything. Let's play Buddy-Buddy. See if there's anything we can take out. We don't. So I have 2 bosses in here. We are definitely high rolling right now. So let's see. If we get it, we win. We do not get it. Oh well, we tried. But we can see if they can't get us because their bench is full. But they can probably get us with no. So we can probably survive. So we're just gonna hit, see where this takes us. But they just need a boss. If they had, and they have Pidgeot, so if they have a boss in deck, which they most likely do. They only have one. They only used one so far. But I don't know. Even with the minus 60, actually, we probably could have had game if they didn't play the Bouffalants. What are they doing? They had game if they just got boss. Oh, they're gonna get it with blustering one. They're gonna, yep, get the weird KO. I don't blame them. I did this earlier with another deck that was playing for fun. So as you saw, the concept of the deck, we try to tank with using Cheren's Care. We recycle using the Bibarel Skwovet engine. So we got close with that. So not a bad showing. So let's get another game under our belt with this as we load. So, okay. We'll wait a little bit, make sure we don't get the same opponent. But yeah, it's a fun deck. We don't hit the damage that a lot of the other decks do. But that's not the point. We're kind of playing more of a like a single prize mindset where we try to 2-shot tank and just hope that we can get our prizes before them. So we won the coin flip again. We're gonna go first. So we're gonna start with Lechonk again, our boy here. Ooh, Skullvillain. We all know Skullvillain. We did a deck profile on this. So this is going to hurt us because we don't one-shot them and we power them up. So we'll take our mulligan. Don't want to start that. We don't need it. That's a late game person. Eevee. This is interesting. So we'll play Artazon. See, 2 Bibarel, Lechonk, we got our Skwovet. We prize 1 Bibarel again. We got our Radzard. We got all our Cheren's Care. We prize 1 Energy Loto. Everything else seems pretty good for us. I wish we could have more Pokemon out in the beginning. But we're going to do Bibarel. And ooh. So we could do the Bloodmoon and try and tank just in case they can take that out, because we do know they play Sparking Crystal. I feel like I need to do that because we need to ensure we get that Lechonk saved. So we're just going to end our turn. That may be a misplay, but seeing their deck, Sparking Crystal, knowing these EV decks, they can attack and they can attack hard. So let's see. We're just going to wait and see. Flareon. So I was right. They just need to attach, and I knew they can evolve with that boosted evolution. So they can do 130. Ooh, so we need to discard 2 cards here. Energy, because we have another fire energy in the deck, I saw. I'm going to do the Arven. Well, at least keep 1 Arven because we need to switch out if we can get set up. Okay. Gift Energy. Okay, so we're going to Artazon, get something on the bench. I'm going to try and get that Skwovet because we have Artazon, so we can get the Ultra Ball. So we'll get Ultra Ball and something. I'm going to get a Nest Ball just for fodder. Oh, I have to get a tool. That's right. We can get rid of 1 Rigid Band. So Ultra Ball. We can get rid of the Gift. No, we'll get rid of 1 boss. We'll get this dude. So I'm going to evolve up. We can try to get the Jet Energy. I believe we play more than 1. Yeah, we play 2. So we're going to do Nest Stash. Research. We already played Arven, so we'll save that for next turn. We'll get Industrious Incisors, 4 more cards. Okay, we did not get the switch option. Let's see what's actually in our prizes. So 1 Oinkologne's in there, 1 Buddy-Buddy, 1 Energy Loto, 1 Artazon. Prizes aren't bad other than that Bibarel. I know they're not one-shotting us. They only have 2 cards in hand, so they're on the back foot. I want to play Nest Ball. I want to get another Lechonk. Put some pressure on the board. That's in our... I'm just going to... I want to pass. Because our main attack, the first one, only needs 1 energy, so we don't need to attach an energy right now. Worker, I haven't seen that in a while. So they're drawing. If they get Sparkling Crystal, they can attack, and they haven't, so they missed that fire energy. Hero's Cape. Cool. So, we have options here. I don't want to really lose these resources with Professor's Research, so I'm just going to Nest Stash and just hope we can get what we need. Super Rod. Is there anything we can Super Rod back? Just the fire energy. We don't need to do that yet. Okay, what else do we get? Don't have a way to get the Oinkologne yet. I'm gonna play down the Bibarel just in case they go after that or the Bidoof, just in case they go after the Bibarel. If we can get the other one or get a Night Stretcher, we'll be in good shape. But for now, everything else is not really useful. Let's keep the Bloodmoon in play. Okay, we're gonna get fresh 6 cards. Got the Oinkologne and a Night Stretcher. So if they go after Bibarel, we're good. If not, we have the Oinkologne and we have Gift Energy. We are set. At least to attack once. So we'll see what they got. So they still don't have that fire energy to do any attack. I'm really interested why they paired this with Skwovet. I can see the fire. So if we can, we're going to try to avoid that Skwovet EX. Because we don't want to power them up. So they did not get the fire energy again. So evolved Oinkologne. Oh, we do have the switch too, so we can get this Bloodmoon out of play. So we'll play the Gift Energy, play the switch, get Oinkologne into play. And we don't really need anything else for now. So we can Nest Dash and try to get other resources that may be beneficial. Vigor Energy, for a deck like this, not useful. So let's see, what other 4 cards can we get? Cool, we got the Cheren's Care for next turn, and we got the Town Store. So we're going to get the Town Store, and we're going to grab that Rigid Band. We could get the Hero's Cape, but I'd rather wait till a little later. So take 30 less damage. We get some cards drawn if we get knocked out for some reason. Okay, and let's just hit for 160. We can 2-shot him. And the cool thing is, because we're getting 30 less damage, they're not 1-shotting us. They're only going to be doing 250. Because they do 280, minus 30 is 250. We will survive. And then we can show off to Cheren's Care. So let's see if they do attack us this turn. So they're getting their board set up. They're just not getting the energy. So they're getting Magna Basin. They're going to get that Skwovet powered up. Switch. Or are they getting... what are they doing? Interesting. So they don't have anything, and they don't have energy in the discard either, so they're on a top deck right now. We're in a good position. Okay, what should we do here? I say... I'm going to attach a DTE and get the second attack ready if we need it, but we don't need to do that. So, I'm kind of tempted just to hold a hand here. Because we have the Cheren's Care for next turn, they do somehow attack. So yeah, we're just going to... Manning Scent. Let's just go for it. They're in top deck mode here. They can't Magna Basin. They don't have energy in the discard. Okay, we have discard 1. I say the V-Guard energy, we don't really need it. We have plenty of other energy types. So that doesn't hurt us too bad. But as you can tell, they're in top deck mode. We're going to knock that guy out. Easily. And we got another Cheren's Care. We're golden right now. So, 130 HP left. We do 140. I even think we need incisors. I don't want to... just in case they play another one of those Zerziks. So let's just get some prize cards here. Artazon Buddy-Buddy. We can probably bump that Magna Basin. But yeah, they're giving us a fresh one. They know they're in trouble. Okay, let's see if they get going with this. But if we can get a boss, we can finish off that Flareon. Interesting. Yeah, their hand is not working with them right now. So let's see. I'd rather just keep attacking, putting pressure on them. Because they have 160. So we can knock them out with Heavy Stomp if we need to. If not, we can always try for a boss for that Flareon. Okay, so they're probably going to attack finally. We'll see what they do. So they can either 130 or do 280, which they're not knocking us out. We have the Cheren Scare. Unless you get like Jamming Tower, yeah, they're not knocking us out. They're not going to be happy with what we're about to do. They think they got us. Cheren Scare. Promote the new Lechonk. We'll put the other one down. We will evolve that. Put the Rigid Band back on. We will put the Gift Energy on. I don't want to give him an Artazon. We don't need an Artazon. I think we're fine to hold the hand, because we are one-shotting them. So let's just do it. Maddie Scent, get 2 more prizes. There we go. So now they have to get a fire energy, but they can, well, they can't even one-shot us. They can't one-shot us. They're not doing enough. If we had another Cheren Scare in hand, we're just ruining their day. But we can't one-shot him. That's the thing. But they need to retreat. Or we can try. They're doing 100. He has 160. We can try to get the boss here and really dig and just close out the game. So no, we need to play it safe. Let's play the Cheren Scare. Plus, this is what the deck is about. Let's see. Yeah, let's just put some damage on here. Because they can't attack unless they do the whole retreat thing. And we can get a prize card, or we can try to dig for the boss. Terra Orb, what Pokemon are they getting? Another Flareon. Evolve up that Eevee. And then they finally got cards. They're finally going through their deck. But they need 2 switches. Or switch and a Prime Catcher or something like that. But we know they don't play Prime Catcher. We know they play Sparkling Crystal. So if they get Sparkling Crystal, they can't attack us. And they're not. They're passing. They don't have it. Another Oinkologne. We don't have any damage. I'm going to try to evolve him up. How many Cheren Scares have we used? We have 2, so we have 1 more. But I want to put them back in because we like this strategy. Actually, I want to do that. So that way we increase our odds gain that boss. So, let's see. How many Rigid Bands? So we technically have 1 more in the deck. I'm gonna put a Hero's Cape on that dude. I'm just going to prepare and try to get closing. Let's try to thin out the deck. That didn't work. But we shuffle it up. Let's see. So let's try to get that boss. Let's try to finish off this game. Cheren Scare. Don't need that yet. Let's look at 4 more cards. No. Didn't get it. We got the other Rigid Band. But we got Cheren Scare if they can do some damage on us. So we're still in a decent spot. So let's Madding Scent. We're only doing 80, but that puts us perfect math for the Heavy Stomp. So we have 2 targets that we can close out the game with. So they're probably going to grab a Fire Energy at least, yep, and a Lightning. So they can try to attack with the first one, but if they do, we win, yeah. Oh, wow. Not the, oh, they're retreating again. They're going to try to do the Combustion Blast, which won't work. Or at least not knock us out. He's only doing 220, as we saw before. Boss. Okay, who are they going after? Bibarel. Smart move. Force us to, because we don't have the other one, because we would have evolved it by now. Smart. But we can take him out. That's only their first prize card of the game. That's a Lechonk. So we can go high rolling, do Nest Dash, and hope we get that boss's orders to win. Or we can play safe. We have some time. They have to take five prize cards. They're not doing that. Okay, let's see. Actually, forgot we have Night Stretcher. Let's just get that Bibarel back. So do that. I want to hold on to that. Let's Nest Dash. Let's try to get that boss. Let's hopefully close out this game finally. Okay, let's see what we get. If not, we're still in a good position. We got the boss. So which one has more? He has 160. Let's get this. Let's finish this. Heavy Stomp. The flip doesn't matter. It's done. The game's just doing its game things. So yeah, we won. So we're 1-1 for the night. Let's play one more, see if we come out on a positive record. But as you see the game continue, you're seeing how we can go through our deck, get the resources we need, kind of chain the Cheren's cares, and oh, leveled up. That's cool. We chain up the Cheren's cares to tank a little bit. So let's do one more match. See how this goes for the evening. Okay, let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on the coin flips tonight. We lost, but if we go first, we'll be fine. But yeah, let us know how you like these videos, if you appreciate the showcases. This is something relatively new that we've started, and we will like to have your feedback. We want to improve on the videos we can, and we are going first, so this is good for us. Our boy Lechonk, we're starting him, and we got 2 Buddy-Buddy, so we have a great start. But yeah, give us your feedback. So another boosted evolution Eevee. Let's play Buddy-Buddy. Get that. Another Buddy-Buddy. And we'll use this opportunity to I went too quick. I was gonna check our prizes, see if we got 2 or 1 Bibarels. Don't need a Nest Dash yet. Oh, I didn't even mean grab Skwovet. I should have grabbed the other Bidoof. That's what I get for going quick. But we'll see. Don't need attach energy. Our attackers don't do much. Or don't need much. But let us know what decks you would like us to feature on the podcast. The only criteria we have is we want it to be rogue. We want it to be interesting. We don't want to showcase Regidrago V-Star. Everyone knows what that deck does. But maybe some of these evolution decks, we have a couple lined up for next couple weeks. We may be starting a new series with the showcases, so keep an eye out for that. But we'll see what they're doing here. So Fan Rotom, they're probably going to grab Noctowl, more Hoot Hoots, maybe a Pidgey. Been seeing that a lot with these Eevee decks, the Fan Rotom Hoot Hoot play, because the Noctowl, it's perfect for any Terra Pokemon. Like, why not play it? Okay, so two Hoot Hoots, 2 EVs, and a Fan Rotom. Still don't know which evolution. They're going Gravity Mountain. That doesn't affect us because we don't have any stage 2s. So, plus we'll probably bump that anyway. So another Flareon deck. We've been seeing that a lot. They've been pushing these evolutions. That's a great art. Look at that art. And they can hit us. So I'm glad we got 2 Lechonks out. And then their Accelerate Energy. So this is what the deck should have done last game. They got their Fire Energy, they got the Sparkling Crystal, they're going to Accelerate Energy. Is it to anywhere? To any one of your Pokemon, yeah, so the... Probably... Yeah, to the other Eevee, so they're getting that set up. They get a prize card. So we're on the back foot a little bit, but it's early in the game. So we got Jet Energy, don't really need that for now. We will evolve to the Bibarel. I'm going to play Arven. I really want to get Oinkologne set up, try and get some pressure on the board. So we'll get that. So play Ultra Ball, we'll get rid of DTE and V-Guard. V-Guard's not going to be that beneficial here. So we do have both Bibarels for once. Yay, we didn't prize it for a 3rd game in a row. So let's evolve. Rigid Band. Doesn't matter what energy we play, I'm fine using the Jet. And then let's Nest Stash, because you have to have at least 1 card in Nest Stash. So that's important to know. Another Bibarel. If I didn't misclick, we would have had it. So let's get some more cards in our hand. Nest Ball. Let's get... Oh, we prized the other Bidoof. Heh. Let's get another Lechonk out. We don't need to use Pal Pad just yet. We don't need to switch. I think we're fine for now. Let's just put some pressure, 130. We got the DTE in hand for next turn to do the Heavy Stomp to get 2 prizes. If they can't get anything else set up, at least we'll get the first 2 prizes. We'll try to get Oinkologne and hopefully a Cheren's Care to recycle. But yeah, they're not one-shotting us at all. They're either doing 130, or really 100, or they're doing 250 for Carnelian because of Rigid Band. They play Gravity Mountain. They're hoping for the reduction for the 280 from anything for any stage 2s. As we mentioned earlier, doesn't affect us. We only play stage 1 Pokemon, and we have plenty of stadiums to win the stadium war. So we'll see what they'll get. There's a Jolteon on the bench. So we haven't seen the Jolteon really much. So it has Flashing Spear. That can be an issue for us. Dragonite is the same as Carnelian, so it's the same attack. So the Spear may be an issue. We'll see how that goes. I think that can one-shot us. I'm not positive. But I will say, if any evolution deck from Prismatic Evolutions is going to do well, it's going to be this Jolteon Flareon combination. They do pair really well. But I have seen decks and deck lists of all of them, and they're not too bad. So I'm excited to finally get those cards. We're gonna play around with them. Okay, so they could do the 280, but I think they're doing the flashing spear. So we'll see what they'll do. Oh, they're gonna go that. So if we get a Cheren's Care, we're gonna be in a good spot again. Hero's Cape, don't need that just yet. How much are we hitting for? 160. I don't want to do the heavy stomp. It doesn't really do anything right now. So we're just gonna dig. We're gonna try and get a Cheren's Care and heal out this Oinkologne. Boss. Worst case scenario, we can take out that Flareon, get some prizes, but like I said, I'd rather get Cheren's Care. And we got it. So we are good. We got the Lechonk in play. So let's do this. And do our loop all over again. So trying to think if we should do the Artazon. We don't really need it. We got what we need. We can't get Radzar with it. We can't get Bloodmoon with it. It'll just really be a thing to get rid of Gravity Mountain, but we kind of like that there because it's not serving any purpose for anyone. So we'll just Maddie and Send. Put 160 on the board. We have two of their attackers with decent amount of damage, so we can use that boss's orders if we get to that position to get a KO. Ooh, they're playing another one. So this is just an Eevee toolbox. That's interesting. Iono. Not really going to hurt us. We need 6 cards. That's perfect for us. They do have 140, and we're currently hitting for 160. So they don't one-shot us, we're one-shotting them, and we get ahead of the prize race. Yeah, they're just going to accelerate energy. They're getting their board set up. Luckily for us, our board setup isn't as hard. Okay, what do we draw here? Another Oinkologne. Don't really need that just yet. I will evolve one though, just in case, so we can tank. So they have 140 left on that dude, 100. So we don't need Heavy Scent. So we can get this Oinkologne ready as a backup attacker. We're fortunate enough to do that. Okay, how many? We have one Cheren's Care. We have hopefully at least one more in deck. I'm actually going to play Artazon just so we can check. So all because you play Artazon doesn't mean you have to put a Pokemon down, which we can't. But we can see how many Cheren's Cares we have. So I played one. It looks like I got 2 prized. Because I'm not seeing... Yeah, we have 2 prized. So that's good information to know. So we can maybe start looking for Pal Pad to recycle this one. Or we can start trying to go after our bosses, so we can try to take out, because we have 2 easy knockouts here. So we don't really need any of these. We can hold off. So let's put these at the bottom of our deck, try to get a couple fresh cards. Another Oinkologne, so we have all the Oinkolognes. None of those are prized. Okay. So we have Pal Pad. We could put the Cheren's Care in. I'd rather wait. It's not the end of the world if we lose this thing. Plus, we're not going to get it this turn. We have the Arven. Rather wait on the Arven. We don't need that either. Unless we want to go get a Rigid Band for him. That way they can't one-shot us. That may be the move. So at least get the Rigid Band. Actually, we'll get the heavy ball. Forgot, we can get that other Bidoof and get that going. Make sure it's not... Yep. So, let's get that going. That way we can see a lot of cards. So, 1 Rigid Band, 2 Cheren's Care, Boss, yep. So, we'll put that there. We'll Rigid Band the other Oinkologne, just so they can't one-shot it. Because if they go after the Lechonk, that's a single prize versus 2 prizes. So, double check math. We're going to take a knockout with Madding Scent. Let's just do it. Recognizing they do have 2 other attackers set up, so we're going to try to go after them. Let's see what prizes we get. Boss and Fire Energy. So we didn't get one of the Cheren scares. But really, we don't need it because either they're going to knock us out or they're not. So it's not the end of the world. We got the boss. So if for some reason they go using the Vaporeon instead of the Jolteon, we can search after the Jolteon. So we're in a good spot. At least a comfortable spot. Okay, Iono. No worries, we can go through our deck. Get the Hero's Cape. Get an Oinkologne. We're fine. So let's see. They're going to get that knockout. I knew that, no matter how they do it. But that Pokemon can attack, but they do have free retreat. But we can knock him out. So we're going to promote the Oinkologne that's set up. Get some Fire Energy. We're going to evolve this dude. How many? Okay, so 1, 2... I think the third one's in the prizes, so we are going to Heroes Keep this. We want to prevent some easy damage, or easy knockouts. We're getting to a point where we can use our Radiant Charizard soon, so that will be cool. So let's Nest Stash. Got Jet Energy, don't really need that for now, unless we want to switch this dude up. Let's just see what else we get. Bloodmoon, that's right, we play this. So they took 3 prizes. So if we get a DT, we can use that. We can go after maybe the Eevee if it doesn't get evolved up. But we need the DT for that to work. So we're a little... So we'll evolve the Bibarel. Let's see, we're doing 210. No, we're not doing 210, we're doing 160. Let's just take out this Jolteon. We got the Bloodmoon Ursaluna, if we need to. We got the Radzard if we need it. So what do we get here? Both Cheren scared, so that's awesome. If they don't knock us out, we can do the loop all over again. So Vaporeon. Wish they were playing the Leafeon. You can one-shot it with the Charizard. But Vaporeon, what does that do? 60 damage if your opponent's EX. And then Aquamarine, the same thing as always. So they're probably using Aquamarine, which will knock us out. We'll just loop it with the Oinkologne. How many Lechonks do we have? 2. So if we can get a Super Rod. Do we have that? We still have the Super Rod. And we still have all our Night Stretchers too. So we try and get the Night Stretcher. Get another one set up. But if they can boss up one of our easier attackers and knock that out, we can try to go use the Ursaluna for the Jet Energy and take out the EVEX. Ooh, the Defiance Belt. That may change things. Ooh, and they evolved it. 280, yeah, that changed things. So they have one prize card left. Okay, so we'll move him up. Trying to soak up some damage. Okay. We can't one-shot anything. No, we cannot. So the best bet we can do is try to put damage, knowing that they can't one-shot us, and then use boss to go after it. So we may just need to do that, because I want to hold what we have in hand and just hope for that play. Hope that they hit us, because they can't attack with their first attack, at least not with the active Pokemon currently. So if we can tank up something and get the closing KO, or if they retreat, trying to get the closing KO with the boss's orders. We do have the Cheren Scare, but we don't have a Lechonk, so we are also stuck with that as well. But we have our Fire Energies in deck. And they got game. Or do they? Because Severe Swelling goes to my EX, I thought. Or is it for every EX? Are they trying to trap me? They're gonna... Who are they attack? Oh, they're doing that. They got game. Oh well, we go 1-2 tonight, but it was close. We almost had it there. But as you can see, Oinkologne, it's a fun deck. When you get the concept of the deck going, it works really well. We had some unfortunate prizing, but it is a fun deck. We can tank a lot of hits. We can Cheren Scare. I love playing this style of deck. Opponents may find it frustrating to play against. You're just in your chair. It's like, oh, good hit. Now try again. As you can see, it doesn't do the damage in this very fast format. We are one-shotting, or we are two-shotting and not three-shotting a lot of Pokemon. To do the heavy stomping of decent amount of time, you have to play the DT, which 190 isn't a good number right now. 210 is more doable, but we can't do that. So it is a fun deck. I am strongly thinking about playing this at an upcoming challenge, just because it's fun. I think it can get the win if you play smart and if your opponent cannot get what they need. Not sure if this is the optimal list, as I mentioned before. Not sure about some cards in here. May take out the Professor's Research. I didn't really use it in this match. Energy Loto, maybe. I don't know. There's certain cards I may switch up as I do more testing. But yeah, that is Oinkologne EX. Everyone's favorite pig. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. The deck list will be in the show notes. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you like this video, if we want to do more things like this. This is more of a homebrew like deck versus something I saw on tournament websites. So let us know if you want to see more of this as well. But until then, have fun playing those sneaky decks, and we'll see you next week with another showcase video. See y'all.